Welcome to My Wealth Show. I am Joseph Escobar, your host, and tonight we will be featuring the perspective of families. Remember, the family, which is the basic unit of society, is actually the reason why a lot of us who are aspiring for building wealth, that's really the main reason, apart from God. The exercise of building wealth is really meant for our families. And we have guests, very special guests tonight, who are the authority, so to speak, in terms of when we talk about families. They are none other than two doctors, Dr. Lime and Jaja Reveldes. Dr. Lime is a member of the board of trustees of the EduChild Foundation Incorporated, and both, as couple, are in charge of Cebu, the area coordinators for Cebu. So welcome to our show, Lime and Jaja.
Thank you, Joe.
Great to have you in this show, and it's very timely because, di ba, the family as an institution is already under attack, especially in our time. But before we even talk about that, let's get to know Jaja and Lime. We start with Lime.
Well, as you mentioned, we're both physicians. I am a radiologist practicing in Mactan Doctors Hospital. My wife here is a pediatrician, but she's now more connected to the academe in Cebu Institute of Medicine. So we have 4 children, age ranging from 20, 18, 13, and 10. Our eldest is graduating from college, pre-med actually, and she's preparing for the medical school already. Our youngest is still in grade 4 in Park Springdale School.
And he's the only boy, right?
Yeah,
The only boy.
3 girls, then the boy.
All right. How about you, Jan? Tell us more about you.
About me? Well, I used to be a clinician, pediatrician. And I
In
gave
Mactan,
that up.
right?
Yeah,
Mactan.
at Mactan Doctors Hospital. Then I gave it up. Stayed with the family until the youngest grew up, meaning until he finished preschool. Then when he entered grade 1, I wanted to do something because he was more in school now.
Okay. So you had more time now.
I had more time. I planned to go back to clinical practice, but then I started to fear the
demands.
emergency. Yes, the demands, correct. And well, the dean of the Cebu Institute of Medicine asked me if I wanted to spend time with the school, and I thought it was the right opportunity for me.
That
so
was
I
a
have.
better decision.
Yeah,
because
I think
you have more
because-
control of your time.
It's not that. Well, being in clinical practice, I have more control of my time because I work for myself. But then the hours at the Cebu Institute of Medicine are flexible.
Okay.
I can do my job there, and part of the job I can do at home. So I think it was the best for me.
Wonderful. First question. Why are you guys? You're both doctors, right? So what attracted you to be involved in EduChild in the first place? How did, that's the story we'd like to hear from you.
Well, we go back to history. We actually, in the early years of our marriage, we stayed here for a while and we went back to her hometown, Cagayan de Oro. And we met a priest there, Father Roque Reyes. So, and then when we decided to come back to Cebu, he recommended for us to enroll our children in the PAREP schools. So in 1997, we enrolled our eldest child. She was then in preschool in PAREP Southcrest School here in Lahug.
That
The
was
old
still
campus.
The old campus.
San Hercasville.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, the old campus.
And then on the first month, Father Roque Reyes was also the chaplain at the school at that time. Although I met him in Cagayan de Oro, he was also the chaplain here. And he was encouraging us to attend EduChild. So we attended. The first session was...
At first.
We didn't know what it was. So we didn't... Actually, I escaped. In the first session, I was in Bohol. I was giving a lecture in Bohol, and she attended. And then in the subsequent sessions, we fell in love with Edith Child.
Okay. That's the same
Same
sentiment?
thing.
Same
Yeah,
sentiment?
I didn't want to attend because it was demanding. It was a course. It wasn't just a talk about
Back then,
parenting.
how long was the requirement?
10 courses, so
20
10 courses, 20 weekends.
Wow.
weekends.
So if you don't have any idea of what it is, obviously you want to back out, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it
it
would
was-
be taking
Being
so much
doctors
more
at that,
time.
right?
Yes, yes.
It was because of Father Roque Reyes that we cannot say no. But I owe it to him.
Okay, but what made you fall in love with? And so this leads us to the next question: what is EduChild? So
Well, EduChild is an acronym actually. It's defined as EduChild for the upbringing of children.
Education for the upbringing.
Education for the upbringing of children. Sorry, thank you for that. It was brought here. It was organized by couples in Manila in 1976. They were led by 3 guys: Father Joseph Duran, your friend Bernie Villegas,
okay,
and Tondon Toralba.
okay,
Okay, and then after the conceptualization of EduChild in Manila in 1976, they also spearheaded the organization of IDF, the International de la Famille, which is now known as International Foundation for the Family Development.
So these are the guys who started this.
One of.
So EduChild had its roots in the Philippines.
No.
You're talking about how it started in the Philippines.
In the Philippines, and then they were invited to be part of this organizing group of IFFD.
Okay, all right.
So in Cebu, they started actually in Manila in 1978, the courses, I mean. So they had to get the courses from Spain and then translated to English, and the courses started in 1978. And then after 10 years, the couple, Walter and Annabelle Brown, brought it here to Cebu. So since then, 1988, every year, we had courses already for EduChild.
I remember Annabelle and Walter because we were in Manila then, and we had the opportunity to actually attend.
In Manila.
In Manila, yes.
In Manila, I thought in Indonesia.
And in Indonesia.
And in Indonesia.
When we went to Indonesia, they were also giving the course there. Anyway, let's get back to let's get back to EduChild. You fell in love with EduChild after you started to appreciate what it is all about.
Can I? When we finished EduChild in January of 1998, actually we fell in love with EduChild, but we didn't want to work with it for EduChild. But then we were invited by friends to help out in the next course.
Yes.
So it started there.
Okay. So who was in charge of it then? People
At that
from Manila.
time, no. At that time, it was
Local
Richard and
people.
Jane Hausen together
all right.
with Bert and Melfer Montoya. They were the ones, our mentors, Dr. Charlie Cruz, Red Pelaez,
The late Charlie
the
Cruz
late
and the
Red
late
Pelaez.
Red Pelaez.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the time. That was 97, 98.
And then the baton was passed on to you what year?
Well, we started helping out in 98, and then we had this very big conference. We called it the Visayas Family Congress in year 2000 with the help of a lot of people, already graduates from EduChild. And then I was somehow elected. It was a railroad election actually.
After the Congress.
After the Congress.
Congress.
We were given the responsibility of being area coordinators in October.
Because you probably did a fantastic job in helping out that Congress.
Well, we all had difficult jobs to fulfill at the time because it was still EduChild is really pretty small, and it was a big job
At that
to
time.
do. And everybody helped, of course. But then maybe Mr. Hausen wanted to rest for a while.
So he campaigned and
He campaigned.
engineered a coup.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
But Richard Hausen was also the head of EduChild for
The
close to
longest
8 years
8
also
years.
at the time when I got it from him.
So you're the second generation or the third generation
I think
coordinators?
third,
Actually, I'm the fifth.
I think.
We are the fifth air
In
coordinators
Cebu.
in Cebu. the late Ted Gonzalez was one, Dave Reyes, actually sixth. I can't count two more living now, and there two are not
And
here
passed
anymore.
Give us an idea of, okay, that's the description of what EduChild is, but concretely, what are the things that, what will attract couples or parents, and what's so special about
EduChild was primarily designed to help parents in taking care of the responsibilities of raising up the children. So basically, it was formed to help parents to educate their children, but not just any education. In fact, we have two bylines there. No? Education for what? Education, how to educate, but education to what? It's educating our children so they'll go to heaven through character building. So that's a primary motto of EduChild.
So heaven is the objective.
Yes.
Yes, everybody's aim should be heaven. Right? Businessmen, doctors, everybody. It should be heaven.
That's right. That's right. And then the means is
Yes.
character
We help them.
building.
Character building.
So in our courses, actually, we somehow discuss with parents on how to build the character of the children, but they have to build their own character first.
And that's the reason, because it's a funny acronym, right? EduChild. So educating the children, but you're actually educating
the parents.
first.
Yes.
Before they can actually educate.
Yeah, parang misnomer, no?
Yes.
Education for the
Dapat
upbringing of
parents.
children. But our clients are not the children. Our clients are the parents.
But again, marketing-wise, it sounds more attractive when you hear the word EduChild, because it's a softer approach to the hearts of the parents, right? Because if you sell educating the parents, you probably would not.
Oh, yeah. So
They might not feel the need.
Yes.
when they start thinking about their children, parang it's easier to convince them.
How about you, Ja? I mean, how did you fall in love? I mean, what struck you with EduChild?
It was the one we attended was a 10-course module, but needed 20 weeks to finish. Okay, and through that process, we were able to gain very good friends, and together, it's like growing through the course. Our families got close, and from then on, with the invitation to help out, we said, why not? If it's going to be like this, gaining friends who have the same ideals about raising the family, then it's something really worthwhile.
The biggest benefit, as you said, was you were able to apply the principles in your family, and you saw the results?
Yes, we see the results. We have actually, let's see, we have 4 children. It's 2 are pre-edu child and 2 post-edu child. So we're more equipped now with the younger children because we've had edu child and with the practice from the 2.
I want you guys to share with me real life concrete examples of before and after EduChild, practical benefits after this break.
Okay.
Okay, let's take a short break. Stay with us.